Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. I apologise for the karmic reading being a day late. Sadly, my father passed away 2 days ago, so life is very emotional, very hard at the moment, but I didn't want you to let you down, so we're going to do a karmic read now. It might be a bit more low-key than normal, so I do apologise for that, but I wanted to do it today because my dad was very proud of the fact that I was doing a YouTube channel. He thought it was all fascinating because he was like 91. Bless him. So, yeah, in honour of Dad, let's do the karmic read today, people. Thank you to all of you, by the way, who've sent your best wishes, and thank you to all of you who've subscribed to the channel. It really does lift my spirits, you know, when I see that more people have joined us, you know, and it's something that I intend to obviously continue, and it's something that you know, I under normal circumstances I enjoy doing, and you know, I'm sure today, yeah, it's the right thing to do. So let's get started, everybody. Okay, last week's layout was different because Spirit wanted a different layout for the reading. But was that the karmic read or was that the... I get confused. I did a few twin flame readings this week, well, last week. And, you know, one of them had a particular layout that Spirit wanted, and actually it may have been the... Oh, I can't remember. It may have been one of the divine masculine ones. Okay, look. I'm going to take this card because it looks significant, and it's the moving on card. I was going to ask how the divine masculine was feeling at the moment and what his intentions were, and I was going to do that separately. So he's feeling like he needs to move on. Okay. Spirit, how else is the divine masculine feeling, please? How else is the divine masculine feeling? Okay. Yeah. He thinks that's going to be the best thing for him. You have the card of believe and succeed, and we have the card of detaching. Oop. Thank you. We have the card of choosing your battles. So let's just have a quick look at these, and then we'll go down the karmic side. So here we have the DM feeling, yep, and we've been seeing this as a running theme through the last few weeks. There's just been hold up after hold up after hold up, hasn't there? Driving us all slightly crazy, I have to say. But we need to be peaceful. We need to let the DM do his journey, okay? However difficult and painful that is for us. But, you know, this is the first card that has come out for him. So, you know, this is very much about the DM feeling that, yep, he's absolutely sure he needs to move on from this situation that he's in. And he knows it's going to be right for him. He knows he has the belief that this is right for him, and he knows that that's what will bring him success. My cards are really wobbly, sorry. If it looks like the camera's shaking, it's not, it's my hand. It's because I'm emotionally a bit wobbly. I'll be fine, seriously. Okay, so he's basically feeling emotionally detached from this situation, which is why moving on for him is absolutely the right thing. You know, he believes that is the right thing because he just doesn't have that emotional attachment that he did have, you know. But again, and this is interesting because we, you know, if we looked at the last couple of readings, I think it was, we kind of felt that they were both resigned to the fact that everything was okay. But here we have him once again choosing his battles. So I think last week they were sort of, it was like a level playing field. The karmic and the divine masculine had both sort of, the cards were very similar, and they'd both reached the decision that they needed to go their separate ways. But in going their separate ways, there were things to sort out, you know, material things, you know, financial things, things like that. So that's maybe why there's been some niggles this week, some niggly little arguments that, you know, just yeah, an irritation really. We'll clarify those in a moment, so we'll get a clearer idea. Okay, Okay, let's see. Where's the karmic, please? How is the karmic feeling this week, Spirit? How's the karmic feeling? Okay, the karmic is very clear. We have the sacral chakra card. The karmic is very clear about her wants and her desires. And this may be why that there's some arguments coming up at the moment. This camera angle is strange again, isn't it? Seriously. Okay. That's fine, I think, for the time being. Yeah. So, you know, she's very clear about what she wants. She's very clear about her desires. So this may be, as I say, why they're having these little arguments at the moment. This is interesting. I will need to clarify this further because, you know, maybe she's having a change of heart. Maybe she's suddenly seeing, oh, when it comes to it, last week I was feeling that actually, you know, separating was the best thing, but now we're looking at the financial issues, or we're looking at, you know, other issues. I don't know, that came off the top of my head because there's nothing to mention finance yet here. But it may well be that she's thinking, actually, now he is thinking of leaving, I don't want him to, because we have a card of coming together. But we will clarify that in a moment to be absolutely certain. It's like she's having last minute doubts. Oh, there's one here. Yeah, because she's afraid. Yeah. So, you know, here we are back in this mindset. So there may be some emotional games being played, but the Divine Masculine isn't having any of it. Because you can only play emotional games with people that have emotion towards you. And actually, he's detached from it. So, you know, she's meeting her darkest fears because he is emotionally detached. So, you know, that is what she's most afraid of, that she no longer has the ability to manipulate or to have power over the Divine Masculine because he's emotionally detached from her. Yeah, she's trying to talk things through. She's trying to, and I mean, this may be part of her emotional blackmail. She may be, you know, being quite needy, quite sort of, you know, saying things that are very difficult, may want to discuss everything again, maybe want to look at their relationship again. And, you know, for the Divine Masculine, you know, maybe he's playing along with some of those thoughts, suggestions, ideas that she has at the moment, because he literally is choosing his battles to keep an easy life until he can move on. So yeah, she's wanting to discuss all this with him, and it looks like there are discussions, and that is where the arguments are coming up at the moment. So I want to get some general energy. I want to get some general energy down the middle before we clarify, and I know that's unusual because I don't normally do that. I don't know why these cards, the spacing of them is not as wide this time. I must have a different camera angle going on again. Oh dear me. Oops. Okay. So Spirit are quite clear. They're helping me out here because they're one step ahead of me today because they know they're looking after me today. We have very clearly not for you. So we're asking for general energy here between the two of them, and we have not for you. So, you know, the Divine Masculine is very clear that this isn't for him. And, you know, the Karmic is very clear about her desires, her wishes, but she's got to realise that this relationship is not for her because the Divine Masculine has already moved on. Yeah. He's very much in his logical energy. So there's a lot of logical energy going on, which suggests we have the Yang energy here. So he's being very, he's thinking this through, he's knowing, he's believing, and he's knowing that he will succeed if he follows what he believes to be right. So he's thinking about it quite logically at the moment. Whereas the Karmic, yes, there's emotions here because she has her wishes and desires going on, but also there's a part of her, I think I used the word manipulation a few minutes ago, and there's a part of her that's being very logical about what she's going to lose if this Divine Masculine leaves. So, you know, there's a lot of sort of masculine energy going on here, a lot of thinking through, a lot of logical planning, you know, but being used in different ways, which is interesting. Because as I say, the Divine Masculine is using it to plan, and the karmic is using it to manipulate, really, because she's afraid. You know, she's afraid of her. Remember, we always talk about this karmic in as much as, you know, she's quite needy, she's quite childlike, and she wants to cling to her divine masculine. Her divine masculine? Excuse me. But you know what I mean. She's trying to cling to the divine masculine, I should have said, because he represents security for her. So him leaving will suddenly have hit her that it's, you know, something to be afraid of. And this is why she's talking to him about it. And maybe she's begging him to stay, or maybe she's emotionally blackmailing him into staying. And this is why he's having to be selective about what discussions he takes part in. So why do we have detached and darkest fear, Spirit, please? What's this general energy? What's the general energy here? Yeah, again, it's a matter of time, and maybe this has been going on for, maybe this has been going on for a while as well, you know. Although we saw sort of a quite balanced approach over the last couple of readings, the last couple of karmic readings, they both seem to be quite, you know, accepting of it and happy to go their separate ways. When it actually comes to the crunch of separating, that's when the fears come up, and that's when the divine masculine withdraws his emotions even further. So it feels like this has been building over the last few weeks, even though we didn't see it represented in the cards, because it hasn't shown its head really until you know, they got to the stage where it was physically looking like they were moving. So yeah, you see, emotional blackmail. Didn't I say this? We have the loyal heart card. So here is the karmic trying to talk to the divine masculine about their relationship and selling the positives to him, etc., etc., etc. You know, and here he is trying to decide what to get into a discussion about or an argument about and what not. You know what I mean? So definite, you know, emotional blackmail going on here because she's afraid, you know. So she's automatically going back to old behaviours of manipulation, clinging, you know, negotiating in whichever way she can, really. So I'm going to look at behaviours. Yeah, can you show us with these, Spirit, please? What are the behaviours? Do we do it with these? Do you want it with these oracles? Do you want... Yeah, okay. All right, we're going to go through more oracle here, and we're going to look at the behaviours that are happening on both sides. So regarding moving on, what is the type of behaviour we're seeing from the divine masculine, Spirit, please? Yeah, look, the divine masculine's feeling quite happy, and he's going out and being sociable and spreading the light. And I think he's probably using that as a distraction technique because it's easier than staying at home and deciding what to actually argue about, you know? So he's feeling quite sort of, well, he's avoiding, to be frank. Yeah, he's presenting as very light, very sort of jovial, very out there, very chatting to anybody who wants to chat to him, but in actual fact it's an avoidance strategy. So why do we have for the karmic then, please, Spirit? Why is she in her desires and her wishes? Can you show me which one, please? The front one, thank you. Yeah, so this is interesting. She wants to look forward, you know. She wants to ignore the fact at the moment that this relationship is not for her. She wants to, you know, she knows what she wants, and she's trying to look forward. She's trying to look beyond it, but at the same time, she's also looking within it because we have this coming together card. So there's a part of her that sort of is, you know, looking forward and thinking, ooh, maybe that's where the fears come up, you know. So she knows what she wanted. Do you remember a few readings ago, we saw the karmic talking about her fairy tale. You know, we saw her planning, you know, the Ten of Pentacles sort of type energy where it's all happy family, it's all abundance and being centre of attention and all that sort of feeling. And it's almost like she's been thinking that again. You know, she has these wishes, she has these desires. They're very sort of childlike fairy tale type feeling. And this is what she's been looking at. And as the divine masculine is preparing to leave, this is when she's thinking, but no, he had my fairy tale, I have to hold on to him. So this is a bit of a turnabout. But it doesn't mean it's going to work because we have real detached cards from the divine masculine over here. So why do we have believe and succeed, a logical believe and succeed in the yang energy, please, for the divine masculine spirit? Yeah, we have him feeling thankful because it's been a long struggle for the divine masculine, you know. He's been on this real journey, this real awakening. And, you know, he's thankful that he's now at this stage because do you remember all those readings where he was trying to make his mind up and he didn't know what to do and he was trying not to hurt everybody and life was very pressured. But actually now he just feels thankful, especially because he's detaching emotionally, because he hasn't got that emotional pull that he had before towards the karmic. So why do we have coming together in the yang energy for the karmic? She doesn't want to be separated from the crowd. Now, it's interesting that I've worded it that way because we've had this card come up for the karmic before. And we can look at it two ways. She doesn't want to be separated from the crowd because she likes the position she's in at the moment. She likes to be the crowd to be appreciating her. This karmic likes attention. Okay, now although we see here on the card the sheep has moved away, the others are all going in one direction and this sheep is going in another, this particular karmic liked to stand out from the crowd because she liked the attention, she liked to be noticed. And that is why she's trying to hang on. Once again, she's fearful of losing the divine masculine because she feels that he's her best chance at getting the attention that she needs. So why do we have this TikTok card with detach, please, for the divine masculine? Do you want me to take that? No. I want to reshuffle, please, Spirit. That didn't feel right. Why do we have detach? Okay, that one. Yeah, he knows it's been going on for a long time. He feels emotionally detached. He knows it's time to leave. And he knows he's got to have the courage to just do it, regardless of what fears the karmic talks to him about. Regardless of what emotional blackmail is used here, he has to be courageous and take that step forward to the life that he wants because he knows that's right for him. Why do we have TikTok and darkest fears for the karmic, please? Why do we have TikTok and darkest fears for the karmic, please? Yeah, so we have invest in your spirit, okay? So, you know, the karmic feels that, you know, she's feeling very unsettled at the moment. She wants to feel whole again. She wants to feel good about herself again. But these fears are dragging her down because she's scared. She's built up this life, this sort of, she loved being centre of attention, little princess. But in actual fact, these fears are dragging her down. And so, you know, she wants to feel good about herself again. She wants to, just feel, they've just said to me, feel complete. She wants to feel complete and she associates feeling complete. They've just said childlike again. Because she's quite childlike, she associates feeling complete with the divine masculine completing her. She doesn't realise that she has to complete herself. This has been part of her karmic lesson. This is why she's been in this relationship. So why do we have loyal heart and choose your battles for the divine masculine, please? It's what I'm laughing because listen to the music. Spirit have just said he wants to block her out. You can imagine, can't you? Look at the horn on this record player. You can imagine how loud that could get. And it's almost like, you know, he wants to just drown out this constant bickering and fighting, and you know, she wants to communicate with him, she wants to emotionally blackmail him, and this is what she's trying, and he just wants to disappear. And you know, he may physically want to listen to music, but they've just said he wants to drown her out. So you know, drown out the noise of this constant sort of yes but, yes but, yes but, you know what I mean? They are funny sometimes. Thank you, Spirit, I needed a laugh, seriously. So why do we have, for the karmic, why do we have loyal heart and throat chakra together, please? She's trying to persuade the divine masculine, because she feels she's not going to win this argument, this battle, this she's not going to have time to complete her emotional blackmail. She wants him to do it very slowly. So she may well be saying, well, okay, I understand that you know, you're saying you want to leave, but please, let's take some time. Let's see if we can work this through. Let's take it a step at a time. Let's just see how things go. Maybe just leave it another couple of months. Maybe just, you know what I mean? That sort of feeling about this card. So, you know, she's trying to persuade him to slow things down. And they presented this card to me as well. And you know, she feels this is a significant relationship for her. She feels that, you know, they have some sort of soulmate connection, and she may be telling him that this is a soulmate connection and that he shouldn't really leave. He needs to give it his best chance, etc., etc. You know, karmic relationships often are soulmate relationships, but they're not twin flame relationships. And this divine masculine is coming to the realization that he is in a twin flame relationship, even though it's only, well, I say only, not only, but even though he's recognizing that spiritually he's in a twin flame relationship. So, but she may well be using the soulmate card to actually try and up the ante of her argument, if you know what I mean. So let's just do some tarot and then we'll draw this to a close. Spirit, can you please tell us, you've given us some really good explanations here, but can you please tell us what happens next? Just 4 cards, please, if we can. What happens next? What are the next steps? Let's just go down the row, Spirit, please. What are the next steps? Okay, so we have King of Cups. So we have divine masculine in, again, very loving divine masculine, but still finding it difficult to express his feelings. So, you know, what this is saying to us in this relationship is that he is becoming more and more of an island, you know. So he's withdrawing more and more emotionally from the karmic and putting himself on an island, hence the fact he's choosing his battles and detaching emotionally, you know. He's just, yeah, becoming more and more removed. So that's what he will be doing. What's the next step, please, Spirit? What's the next step? Yeah, you see, he's ready. He's really ready for a new start. We have here the Ace of Wands. This is about action. He's going to take action, and it's going to be brand new action. So this is where the moving on comes into play, you know. He's becoming more and more isolated from the emotion of, well, the previous emotion of this karmic relationship, and now he's ready for a brand new, exciting start where he has to start with action. Okay, so he is going to be taking some action. Do you want me to take this card, Spirit? Yeah, he's willing to put the work in. He's absolutely willing to put the work in so that he gets this new start. He's willing to take the action, put in the work, because he knows that that's how he will succeed. And isn't this lovely that they are actually diagonally matching here? So we have him moving on there with this brand new start, where he's going to take action. He's physically going to do it. Then we have him knowing that he's going to succeed if he puts the effort in. We have the card of success there. So what we're going to see here, this is interesting. What's the next step, please? What will be the next step? What will be the next step, please, Spirit? Okay, I'm going to take both of them because I was saying they're joining diagonally. They want to give us two here at the end. And look at these. Wow. Look. So he takes the action because he knows that'll bring success. He's ready to take the leap of faith. So, and that will lead, we have the death card, which of course doesn't always mean death. In fact, very, very rarely it means death. This is about a major change. So let's look at this in sequence again. We have him isolating himself emotionally even more, where he doesn't talk about his feelings at all with the karmic. He takes action for a new start. He knows it's going to bring him success because he's clear. He's got the clarity about what is going to bring him success and he's willing to put the work in. Then he takes the leap of faith, which brings him big changes. I love it. I love it. Please just do it, Divine Masculine. Please just do it. See, I knew this would cheer me up a bit. Right, I'm going to leave it there, you lovely lot. And please leave me your comments, your likes. If you haven't already subscribed, please join us. Please subscribe to the channel. I love having you along and hearing all your comments, etc. And yeah, I think that's about all that I need to say. Oh, for those of you who've requested personal readings, by the way, the details will still be in the listing below, but at the moment, obviously because of the circumstances, I don't feel I have the energy to actually do a good job on the personal readings right now. So please bear with me, and I will let you know as soon as taking personal readings again. Or if you really would like one, please email me. That's probably better, actually. If you email me, I will put you on the list to contact when I'm up and running with the personals again. Okay, take care, everybody, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.